accepted Christ many years ago, I somehow grew up to be a namesake Christian. I was so much in the world. I mean, I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't care less. In January 2020, Kirtanaka had invited me to join Young Adults. I went, and week after week, I felt God speak to me. Every word hit me so deep, and I just grew more and more hungry for God's word and His presence. But there were a lot of things that I still had to let go of, and it felt like I got stuck in miry clay. And then one of the pandemic Saturdays, during his sermon, Pastor Enoch said, "Young adult, this is not the time for you to be attached to the things of the world." I just got hold of that sentence and I just kept praying. And the very following week, God just removed me from everything that was holding me away from His presence. He basically pulled me out of that clay. April 17, 2020, starting that day till this very date, I haven't said a bad word any more than 5 times. In these 2 years, I've had so many obstacles, and there still are so many valley situations. I almost gave up on myself and on my life. But all the youth ministry and the youth leaders, they stood by me. They prayed for me and they prayed with me. When I look back at this journey, all I remember is Pastor Enoch's sermon that day, which basically changed my entire life. And I remember Dolly Akka praying over me for the first time, and especially Grace Akka's constant encouragement, her correction, and her patience towards me. During one of the youth sessions, I wrote that when I grow up, I want to be a strong spiritual weapon that would be used for the glory of God's kingdom. Back then, it was like a dream for me, and right now I see it becoming reality. I mean, God is just welding me into that weapon, sharp and so strong for Him to use. I am so grateful for every youth leader, all my team members, and all the pastors of the church for constantly encouraging me, mentoring me, and especially for trusting God to work in me. Youth ministry is where I realized that God's embrace is my only safe place. And I'm so proud and privileged to be a part of this ministry. If God could use someone like me, trust me when I say He could use you so mightily. I am Blessy Susan, and this is my story of hope.